Yo, good evening. Good evening to everyone. Welcome to another Raider Nation Unlimited. I'm your man, Wasted Talent. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to my brother, Jason Hunter, man. Appreciate you, man, for all of the love and support you showed to myself and Graphic and all of the Mount Shillmore shows, bro. Jason, man, you a real one, man. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to my man Dan Teaser. My brother Hug Dees is in the place. Martin is in the place. Redbone is in the place. Herman Munster is in the place. My dog, Dylan Egg is in the place. Darth Raider is in the place. Real Talk Raider Nation, what it is. Holy shit, himself is here. Tom Jackson, Anthony R. Hernandez is in the place. But yo, you know, like I always say, y'all, man, let's start this podcast. Yeah, so y'all listen. The sum of all fears happened yesterday. Man. And you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, bro, I was shocked, dismayed. I was pissed off, and you know, there's a lot of things and thoughts that I have about, you know, what transpired yesterday. There's a lot of issues I'm having with the way the National Football League is choosing to go about their business, and we're going to tap into that. We're going to talk about our we're going to talk about our offensive coordinator search. But guys, I'm going to be real with you, man, and I'm going to start the show off like this. Yo, we got over 230 in the room. Get wasted with your brother, Wasted. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Everybody on Twitter, if you guys want to participate in the Mad Cap Fund, come on over to Raider Nation Unlimited on YouTube or at Wasted Talent Raiders. We have cookies. But I'm going to say this, man. It is an abject embarrassment that our two biggest rivals are going to play the Super Bowl in our stadium. It is. And I know that, you know, once you're not in the tournament, you have no control over that, right? The Kansas City Chiefs will be using our facilities and our locker rooms. I don't think that Mark Davis has any control over that, because it's essentially like you're renting the stadium out when you get a Super Bowl. So you don't want to give a competitive balance to any other team. So that's a problem within itself for me, right? But the biggest problem for me is that I need for Raider Nation, and I need for for Mark Davis to Antonio Pierce, all the way down to all the players, anybody that can hear my voice. I need you to understand something. This can't happen ever again. I can't wait anymore for the Raiders to be viable and for the Raiders to be an actual foil to the Chiefs. I can't wait no more. It is time that the Raiders need to go and take the biggest swing they've ever taken. It's time to go out there and locate a franchise superstar quarterback. A superstar. Not a very good quarterback. Not somebody that you can live with. Not somebody that, you know, everybody got to make excuses for and change the narrative for. I'm talking about a stoked down, bona fide superstar quarterback, i.e. a Patrick Mahomes. Now, I know that's easier said than done. And you can shoot at the sun and fall somewhere in the middle. But I'm going to tell you something. If you feel like there's some generational talent in this draft, you must do everything that you need to do to get said player. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I can't take no more of that. This right here, man, is a black eye on how I feel about the league, bro. Because I can see during that game, and I'm going to transition into the next thing. I can see during that Kansas City game. Now, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't really watch the San Francisco game because I was so sick that the Chiefs won that game, right? And Graphic called me and he said, hey, you're wasted, man. They blowing them out. They about to do it. Detroit's about to do it. And I said, Graph, call me in the fourth quarter, brother, because I just knew that the league was going to try to stick. And I'm not saying that's why, because I went back and I watched the game. I'm not saying that's why, San Francisco won. But I could tell you something, man. When it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that people are handed a script. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that because I can't get my family in my house to agree what we're going to have for dinner. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to get everybody on the same sheet of music as far as this being a complete ruse, right? And being a complete scripted, just wash. I don't think the NFL is that. But what I think is with all of the paralysis by analysis, with all the nuance and what's going on as far as officiating and how, they might call something one play and not, it leaves too much room for human error and it leaves too much room for human beings to dictate the outcome of the game. How many times have we seen a roughing the passer call, totally deflated defense? How many times have we seen, a holding call, kill a drive? How many times? And now in real time, the league can call down to the sideline. And that's something that everybody is on board with. We signed off on this, having that eye in the sky in New York. So how do we know that eye in the sky is not skewing the line a little bit when it comes to how they officiate these games? I'll tell you something, man. Look, I think we have a franchise quarterback. I think that the league or somebody as viable and sellable to America, I think the league tends to get behind teams who have that. I feel that way. I really do. And I don't want to come here and be irresponsible. But that's just from my view. That Kansas City Chief game, man, let me tell you something, man. The way they officiate Patrick Mahomes, it reminds me a lot of when Tom Brady was in the league. And we need to climb the mountaintop and slam him on his face. It's time. It is time, bro. And I can already see the narrative that the league is shaping now. Andy Reid might ride off into the sunset. The Chiefs win. Patrick Mahomes has 3 rings. He's in rarefied air. Then they can show Taylor Swift a million times on the broadcast, and she's not even performing at halftime. Then at the end of the game, Travis Kelce gets down on one knee and proposes to Taylor Swift. Telling you, man. You can believe this, and you can take it to the bank. I'm almost certain that the Chiefs are going to win this game. I'm almost certain the Chiefs are going to win this game. Let me get to some of these comments, man. My brother in the place to be, Graphic Raider, is in the place, man. Mahomes about to win his 3rd ring. This is our humiliation stage. Conspiracy theory. Yo, man. Look, and I hate to be that guy, bro. I like to give you guys information, not affirmation. I like to give you guys facts and not conjecture. But I'm just telling you, I've been having a hard time with what I've been seeing this year. I've been having a hard time with this ever since the National Football League just made it legal to just gamble. Like, their biggest business partners are casinos and gambling websites. These are their business partners. So, of course, they're going to acquiesce to them. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. But it makes me sick to my stomach. My guy, Big Freight, is in a place. Big Freight is in a place, man. My guy, Raider C, wasted. You smoking D&D if you think the Chargers would trade picks to us. Bro, look, man. What I'm saying to you is do I think it's likely? No. And I'm not going to let you derail the show with this. This was something from before, right? But what I'm saying is that never say never, right? They might try to fleece us, but if they come back and say, you know what, you want this pick? We want 4 number 1 picks and we want 3 number 2s and a number 3. It's up to the Raiders to say no, but trust and mother effing believe. If the Raiders were willing to play ball, the Chargers would do it. Why not? Because they got over on us. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, bro, I'm not even of the mindset that the Raiders need to move up to 5. You know what I'm saying? That was a conversational piece. Realistically, the Raiders need to go damn near to number 1 to get the guy they want. And we're going to break that down, bro. Now, do we know who that guy is? Is it Caleb Williams? Is it Drake May? Is it Jaden Daniels? Only time will tell. We got to wait to the Underwear Olympics. We got to watch some film. We got to see who's who and what's what. But my guy, Quadre Samsonine with the 20 heart. Thank you for supporting the channel too, my brother. Salute, soldier. Mark scares me. Did Harbaugh even make it to the bid? Did you see the pass interference that wasn't called? It's a wrap. KC is going to win. Just threw up in my mouth. Yuck. Damn. Woo. Quadre Samsonine. That was some, man, listen, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. I got to give you a hand. Let that man cook. Quadre Samsonine, my brother. I got to give you an applause for that. The comment of the day so far, brother. But look, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I'm going to be honest with you, man. When you talk about, you know, and let's transition a little bit. When you talk about, you know, the mindset of Mark Davis, right? And you talk about how and why and where and what he did as far as picking Antonio Pierce, man. I think a lot of people just assume that Mark Davis folded under the pressure of the court of public opinion. He folded under the pressure of the court of the opinion of the people in the building and stuff like that. And I really don't believe in, I don't view it that way, right? Because many people forget Mark Davis is the one who picked Antonio Pierce to be the interim coach to begin with. He interviewed him and picked him back then, right? So dude had a 9-week job interview, right? And Mark Davis knew he was going to hire him. And the thing about it is like he said, man, and he said this in an article from The Athletic, man. And shout out to The Athletic. Who wrote this article? I think it was Tashawn Reed. Shout out to Tashawn Reed, man. But Mark Davis said, and I quote, I don't think people understand how the process went. The initial interviews with the GM were only with them in a group of 5 or 6. And once we narrowed it down to 3 finalists, I wanted to make sure Antonio was on board. This is talking about the GM, but this is not what I was talking about, man. Sorry. Mark Davis said there was a lot of pressure on me from the outside to hire Antonio for the head coaching job. But I think people forget that I was the one who hired him in the first place for the interim job. When I interviewed him back then, I got the feeling that he was something special. Growing up in LA and knowing the Raiders and the culture of the Raiders back then, I thought he was a perfect choice at the perfect time to take us through the season. And what surprised me was how successful he was, winning over the team as quickly as he did, winning over the fan base as quickly as he did, winning over the alumni as quickly as he did, and winning over the building as quickly as he did. Those are the 4 things that constituted Davis's, like, his decision-making process. He says, I went through a 9-week interview process for head coach, and, you know, the alumni, the staff, the fan base, everybody was on board. It was unanimous. And I have no doubts in who I hired. And you know what? Listen, that was sound logic and sound reasoning for Mark Davis. And I'm glad that he put that out, because a lot of people always think that he's this bumbling idiot, where people don't realize and recognize the fact that this guy has done a lot since he's owned the Raiders as far as resurrecting the financial viability of the Raiders. So he's a smart businessman. And I think he made the right hire. Now, Quadre was touching on the whole Jim Harbaugh thing. The thing that we're doing is we're assuming that Jim Harbaugh was even interested in talking to the Raiders. There are a lot of people in the media who have said that Harbaugh was enamored with Justin Herbert before this process even started. And if you look at it right now, that shows that seems to be true. Jim Harbaugh is enamored with Justin Herbert, and who wouldn't be, right? If you're going to start a franchise, if you located the quarterback already, you're starting on third base already. So I'm not mad at him, man. I'm not mad at him. But let's get back to what we talking about here, man. So, guys, listen. The Raiders are in a tough spot. We got egg on our face right now. It is time for us, in a real way, to move up as far as we need to. Now, when you talk about a Caleb Williams, right? This is a guy that everybody's saying generational. He's generational, right? How viable do you guys think it is for the Raiders to get to 3 and deal with New England? I'm just asking, man. I'm just asking. How viable do y'all think it's going to be? Or is there another candidate that you guys have in the mix? Now, there's a guy that I've been talking about for a long time. I need to see him, and I think this is a guy that's going to benefit to kind of sneak into that rarefied air that we're talking about. And this is Bo Nix. I'm waiting for the Senior Bowl. I'm waiting for some of these All-Star games to watch, Bo Nix in action with other top prospects. Now, Bo Nix has done a tremendous job at Oregon, right? But if I'm being honest, I want to see a little bit more. Now, for me, 1A is Caleb Williams, 1B is Jaden Daniels. Drake May is B. And the fourth prospect is up. It's between Bo Nix and Michael Penix Jr., whichever way you slice it. But, I'm hearing rumors that Tom Telesco is enamored with Bo Nix. Let me get to some of these chats in here, man. Shiz Raider. If we got to get rid of Adams to get the number 1 pick, then it has to be done. I'm sorry. DA is starting to regress. Anyway, no shade to him. We got to prepare ourselves for the next 5 years. We're going to see KC win. And that's a fact. But listen, man, I don't necessarily think that Davante Adams is regressing. I think that, when you have the mixture of a quarterback that probably shouldn't have been playing anyway, and Jimmy Garoppolo, and then you have a rookie who was kind of sandbagged initially, it's hard to say that Davante Adams has regressed. And I know he hears the rumbles and the whispers. I think you're going to get whomever is under center for us next year, you're going to get the best Davante Adams you probably ever got, because I know he got that dog in him like that, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Why trade all picks and Adams and hope number 1 of these 3 QBs work out with a crap O-line? Wish him luck. I mean, we don't have a crap O-line, bro. I think too much has been made of that. Our offensive line is actually pretty darn good. Our offensive line needs a few more players, but it's not a crap offensive line, bro. You want to see a crap offensive line? Go look at the New York Giants and the New York Jets. Hold on, let me get to this one. My guy Quadre Shamsuddin with the $10 holla, bro. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I agree with that. But the fear he spoke about the new head coach, new GM, didn't San Francisco do that? How's that work? Once Daniel steps in on the next field, he will be the number 1 pick. All right, Quadre, I'm a little confused, bro. Maybe I read that wrong, bro. But you gotta, put whatever you meant in the chat, bro, because I kind of miss where you going with that, bro, so I can pimp off of that, bro. Yo, my dog Intel is in a place to be. Shout out to my brother Intel, man. My brother Intel is in a place, man. Yo, we got over 630 in the room, man. Get wasted, man. My guy, Axel S. I'm not blowing up the team for a pick. It's just not worth it. But, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not suggesting that we blow up the team for a pick. What I'm suggesting is we do what's ever humanly possible to get up to draft a quarterback. Now, that means getting rid of draft capital, future draft capital, and then also getting rid of a player that we have here. I'm with that. I'm 100% with it, because I'm going to be real with you, bro. Once you locate the quarterback, all the rest of, and I'm talking about a franchise, true, real deal, top of the crust, top of the hill, franchise QB. So many problems just get erased when you do that. So many problems. My guy, Enrico Rios. People kill me for saying the O-line is bad. The Raiders' O-line was way better than the Texans, but they have a QB that can extend plays, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Bro, it's not what you think, bro. It is not what you think. Tom McManahan. I heard the Patriots and Bill parted ways because Bill wanted to move on from the QB, and that's the spot. Or the Cards or the Patriots would take a wide receiver. Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I've heard that same thing. The Patriots might still be in the Mac Jones business. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know whether the owner, because the owner has always exhibited that he's the kind of owner who kind of allows the coach to do his job, right? I don't really know the hierarchy over there in New England at this point. I know that, you know what I mean, the head coach, I don't know whether the new head coach has total autonomy the way Bill did. You know what I'm saying? So who knows what that GM is going to do? My brother Big Mike is in a place to be. Shout out to my brother Big Mike. A round of applause for my bro Big Mike, man. But yo, listen, everybody says there are plenty of free agents out there once the picks are spent, and that's the way I view it. I'm of the estimation that this is the year that the Raiders cannot leave this draft without a young franchise QB. It is too many guys in this draft that I feel like if they're in the right situation, that can be successful. Like, this is not normally like how there's, the one prospect and everyone else. This is not that kind of year. This ain't that kind of year. That's the reason why I think the Raiders need to be aggressive and purposeful in moving up, man. My guy, Hot Beavers. Bo Nix has some of the best processing on tape in this class. Just as good or better than May. He's just behind Caleb. Listen, bro, I'm telling you, when you talk about, where these guys are ranked, when you talk about who and what and where and how successful they're going to be, it all needs to come down to a certain, like, there's certain things that need to happen, right? We need to look at the pro day, look at the tape, look at them in these all-star games. There's a process to this. I think that the quarterback board that we're seeing now is not going to be the one we see in April, if I'm being honest, right? And for the Raiders, I think it's very, very imperative that we get our next offensive coordinator in the building immediately, yo. Because I have the guys that I will want here. I want either Klint Kubiak here, or you guys know I've been a big Kliff Kingsbury guy, man. And the reason why is because I think this is the year we take a young quarterback. We already have a young quarterback in the building in Aiden O'Connell who needs some tutelage too. And if you're talking about a guy who is a QB guru, look no further than Kliff Kingsbury, man. Look no further. And I'm gonna run down some of Kliff Kingsbury's his resume and let me know how you guys feel about that. Kingsbury spent 6 seasons as a head coach of Texas Tech, his alma mater, because he played quarterback at Texas Tech. The Red Raiders, high-powered offense each year, ranked in the top 10 in passing yards and top 20 in total offense each season during his tenure. His teams averaged at least 40 points, 470 total yards 4 times with 500 yards, and 330 passing yards twice over 460 rushing yards in 4 seasons. Texas Tech went 8-5 in 2013, a win in the Holiday Bowl and all of that, right? He had a team plagued by injuries in 2014. And running back DeAndre Washington, that's a name that should sound familiar to a lot of you, became the first Red Raider to rush for 1,000 yards since 1998. So he was able to take his offense and adapt into more of a run-heavy offense. We got almost 700 in the room. Get wasted with your brother wasted, man. Now, when you talk about Kliff Kingsbury, man, and you talk about, what he's got going on is some of the guys that he's been connected to as quarterbacks. At the collegiate level, Kingsbury has tutored such NFL quarterbacks as 2-time Super Bowl champion, possibly soon to be 3, Patrick Mahomes, and his fellow first-rounder Johnny Manziel during the 2012 Heisman Trophy campaign, along with Case Keenum, Davis Webb, and at the NFL level, he coached up Kyler Murray, had Kyler Murray looking raw, and he was there and he helped Kyler Murray and them be 11 and 1 or something like that, 11 and 0. So Kliff Kingsbury's a guy that I wanted because he is a quarterback guru. He's been attached to a bunch of guys. He's attached to Baker Mayfield, but him and Baker Mayfield really don't get along, and Baker Mayfield doesn't have a lot of good things to say about him, so I'm not going to mention that. But Kliff Kingsbury is a quarterback whisperer, and he is also attached to one, Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams seems like the kind of kid who would appreciate coming into a situation with somebody he's already familiar with. So, look, man, I'm going to tell you something. To me, it's Kliff Kingsbury and everyone else, man. It's Kliff Kingsbury and everyone else. My guy saying Raider, if no one accepts the offers to move up, I say call Chicago and try to see what they're going to do with Fields. Get him and see who's left in the draft, and there we go. Now, see, saying Raider, that is an approach too. Because for me, scenario number 1 is move up and get either Jaden Daniels or Caleb Williams. That's scenario number 1 that I'd be the most happy with. Scenario number 2 is winding up with a player as dynamic as Justin Fields. That's scenario number 2 for me, right? Now, scenario number 3 is wind up with a guy who is maybe more of not a lesser talent, but somebody that everybody is really not into, like a Bo Nix and or a Michael Penix Jr. and or going out and bringing in a Russell Wilson. Those are the things that to me need to happen this season. Now, I don't know how the cookie's going to crumble, how all that's going to fall, but we shall see, man. My guy, my opinion, I can't take another year without a QB. I mean, I don't know why. We've gone 14 without a QB. Now I'm messing with you. You've gone a long time without a franchise quarterback, man. Yo, I don't know if I hesitate right, but a few lives ago, but you said something like Caleb Williams doesn't really watch film. I heard a rumor. I don't know how true that is. Listen, I've heard a rumor that people close to Caleb Williams and people close to, the USC program. And there is a big rumor out there of that. But I'm going to be real with you. I can't confirm or deny that. So I'm only going to go off of what I see from Caleb Williams. Now, the thing that kind of makes me, I'm not as high on Caleb Williams as everyone else, but I'm going to be honest with you, man. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, if everybody's saying he's generational, maybe I'm wrong. But the thing about Caleb Williams that concerns me is that I don't see his production coming from under center. I don't see Caleb Williams, dropping back and delivering the ball on scripted plays. I see Caleb Williams, and shout out to Dan Orlovsky. He was one who brought this up, and I looked into it. Caleb Williams is a guy, when the play breaks down, is phenomenal. But I don't know if Caleb Williams that guy that's going to come to the league and just run the offense the way it's supposed to be, the day in and day out basis, man. My guy Big Mike is in a place to be. I don't watch college games. Does Knicks remind you of Herbert? No. I think that Justin Herbert is more physically gifted than Bo Nix. So he doesn't. The only thing that's similar is that they both play at Oregon. He doesn't remind me of Justin Herbert at all, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. My guy, Christopher Raiders, man. I still trade the Bears and get Justin Fields. Listen, Christopher Raiders, look, there's a lot of things that can happen that I'd be happy about. If we wound up with Justin Fields, right, especially if we didn't have to give up a first rounder for Justin Fields, I'd be ecstatic about that. Because I think Justin Fields is a guy who has a lot of talent. The only thing about Justin Fields is that we've seen him play in the National Football League. We know what he can do in the NFL, and we know some of the things he needs to work on. Now, with some of these other guys, with Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels singularly, I would want the guy that's at our franchise quarterback to be a better thrower of the football. Now, Justin Fields is excellent. He can get you 1,000 yards on the ground. He is dynamic as dynamic can get. But the problem with players like that, the Justin Fields, the Lamar Jacksons of the world, is that they spend a lot of time injured. And sometimes you can lose an entire season with guys like that. So that, if I'm being honest, that's one thing that kind of worries me. My guy, LV Maximus, shout out to my brother LV. Wasted. Cardinals reporter states Kingsbury never had a game plan for each team. That's interesting. That is interesting. I've never heard anything like that. My guy LC, Wasted. Would you give up this year's first and a third for Justin Fields? Or do you feel it would take more? No, I don't feel it would take more. I feel like that's a pretty steep price because Justin Fields is a first-round pick, so you're giving up more for Justin Fields than you did when he was drafted. And this is a quarterback that you clearly don't want. So we got to split the baby here, right? Because there are certain teams that are ahead of us in the draft that, if I'm being honest, like, the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons can go and get a quarterback. They don't got to wait on nothing. We're in this weird space where we're at 13, right? And being at 13 means that you can play yourself out of position all the way around. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my bro, Dan High State Teaser. And yo, I don't know if you guys have heard, but get off my lawn, gang. If you haven't heard, you know now. Listen to me. Shameless plug. I want you guys to go to menoforder.com and check out Apex. Apex is a supplement for strength support. It is for, guys that are in the gym that's trying to get back on it, that's trying to get to a place where they're looking for that energy and to maintain it, that's trying to build muscle. Apex is the thing. I've been back in the gym. I had some health issues over the last, year and about 11 months. Almost 2 years. I've had some health issues. They have been eradicated. Now I'm back at it. So Wasted is in the gym, and I'm gonna tell you something. It's done wonders for me, man. So listen, I want you guys. It is in my community tab. Hit the link. Go over there. It's Wasted. You know what I'm saying? It's the promo code to give you 30% off. Anybody who's trying to get back and tap into their youth, go over there and go check it out, man. I'm sure you guys will not be disappointed. Yo, we got almost 750 in the room. Get wasted with your brother Wasted. My guy Kevin BMW. The Bears are moving off from Justin Fields because they have the number one pick. They wouldn't be doing so otherwise. And see, Kevin BMW, what I'm saying is that, say for instance, they would turn picks and build around him, right? So they must have some doubts too. Or they might think that Caleb Williams is such a great prospect that it doesn't matter. The thing is this, man. There have been rumors that Caleb Williams is going to try and force his way out of Chicago. I don't see a quarterback like Caleb Williams playing in Chicago. It's a big market, but it's a very cold weather team. This was a Washington, D.C. kid, but it's a guy who's played at USC. I don't know. I mean, the Bears have been responsible for ruining quarterbacks from here to kingdom come. Oh, my God. We got 800 in the room. Get wasted with your brother Wasted. Telesco said if he has to second guess a player, that's not the guy. So going by that philosophy, Williams is out. In fact, Telesco feels the same as we do about his mental maturity. Listen, we don't exactly know that though, bro. We don't exactly know that. My guy, Intel, you hear Hondo say that a lot of teams are out on Williams. Not as high on him as others have been. I'm still in the Drake May camp. You have been, Intel. Intel, you definitely have been, brother. Definitely have been, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how things progress after the Senior Bowl. I want to see, the pro days. I need to see all this because they're going to start doing their digging. They already have, but all of the stories from the reporters, all that stuff's going to come out. We're going to be able to unpack this. This is going to be an exciting ass offseason, bro. It really is. It's going to be no days off this offseason. And you guys are going to be seeing a lot of us this offseason because I think this is the embarrassment that the Raiders fan base, me, myself being a huge Raider fan, and you guys are too. I feel embarrassed. Like, I'm not watching the Super Bowl. I'm not watching a down of the Super Bowl. I mean, listen, man. I would probably rather stab my eye out with a rusty screwdriver than watch the Super Bowl and watch the Niners and the Chiefs. I'm not watching it, bro. I can't. I would throw up in my mouth. I could think of 1,000 things that I would rather do than watch the damn Super Bowl this year. Matter of fact, I'm about to put that on Twitter. Yo, tell me in the chat all the things that you guys would rather do than watch the damn Super Bowl with the Chiefs and the 49ers, bro. Bro, I would rather, I would rather eat bar food, pickled eggs, than to watch that Super Bowl, bro. I would rather, I don't know. There's so many terrible things I would rather do than watch that effing Super Bowl. F them. It's unbelievable. Just our fucking freaking luck, too. My guy, Joe Capital, Ramos. I don't want us to be in the Panther situation. But after yesterday, the FO gotta make a statement and bring some excitement back to the Raiders fan. Now, see, bro, I don't think we could be in the Carolina Panthers situation because I think that we have too talented of a roster for that to happen. Be 100% real with you. I think that I feel like we're like 5 or 6 players away from really competing. I really do. With the quarterback being right up at the top of that list. My guy, with the best name in Raider YouTube, damn near. Personally, I'd have Daniels fake an injury and skip the combine just to fall in the draft right into our lap at 13. You are an evil, evil, evil genius. Applaud to this man. Applaud that man. He's an evil genius, damn it. Yo, they said instead of watching the Super Bowl, they'd rather ish in their hands and clap. My God. Ben Bad, I love pickled. It's disgusting, Ben Bad. What the F is wrong with you, Ben Bad? Those things are disgusting, man. Ben Bad, sorry, man. I got to do it to you.
Angry man, what you doing here? Man, sit your ass down.
Oh, Ben Bad. Come on, you making it get off my lawn, gang. Look terrible, Ben Bad. What the F is going on here? My guy Bobby H. He says, I'd rather listen to my wife talk about work than watch the Super Bowl. Daniel Capscade said, I'd rather watch the Harry Potter marathon than the Super Bowl. Well, Daniel Capscade, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of like Harry Potter movies. Think they're kind of dope. My wife actually, back in the day, man, my wife, saw the first movie and she didn't know that it was a big phenomenon with books. And I told her, and my wife started reading it, and she read all of the books and got me. I mess with it, bro. I mess with it, man. Wasted messes with the Harry Potter from time to time, bro. I mess with that, John. I mess with all of the movies too. Stand in front of Josh McDaniels for 4 hours and have him have every excuse bad move without punching him in the smug face. You'd rather do that? I don't know about that, bro. I'd rather listen to a montage of Josh McDaniel post-game tapes of them editing him saying, but you know what I'm saying? It'd be ridiculous out here, man. My God, wasting my brother. Do you think once we get an OC, we can figure out what QB will fit our new coach, in your opinion? Yes, I think that, and that's why I brought that up earlier, man. Thank you for bringing me back, LBC Raider. I brought that up because I feel like that is the pinnacle note in this offseason. Who the offensive mind in the building is going to be. And I think once you get that offensive mind in the building, you now can transition into figuring out locating your quarterback. Antonio Pierce, along with the brain trust that he's brought in with the Tom Coughlins of the world, the Marvin Lewises of the world, the people in the front office, maybe they might pick, Brady's not in the front office yet officially, but maybe they can pick Brady's brain. But I'm going to be honest with you. If you go and you start doing this thing without the offensive brain trust in the building, I think you're setting yourself up for failure. I think that Antonio Pierce, the GM, Tom Telesco, the owner, and everybody need to be on the same page with this. See, when you're not on the same page, what you get happening is you have the Jamarcus Russell situation all over again. The owner wanted Jamarcus Russell. The owner drafted Jamarcus Russell because Al Davis was the effing man and he did what the F he wanted. But he had a coach who was not sold on Jamarcus Russell and kind of sandbagged Jamarcus, and Jamarcus didn't help himself either. So you want to make sure that everybody's on the same sheet of music before you make that decision, bro. Factual. My guy. Shout out to my brother Daniel Caps Keenan for the $5 holler, man. Thank you for keeping the lights on here at Raider Nation Unlimited, brother. Wasted. The worst thing about the Super Bowl, no one is talking about, is the Queefs are going to be in our locker room. The NFL is still punishing. Bro, I said that when I opened up the show, Caps. I said, and that's something that the Raiders can't control because you're essentially renting your stadium out when the Super Bowl is there. So you have no control over that. The league is not going to allow them to have some competitive balance. So, yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks, man. It's going to suck seeing them celebrating our locker room and pouring champagne on themselves and doing all this bullshit. It's horrible, bro. It's horrible that they're going to play a playoff game, which is the Super Bowl, in our stadium before we play the playoff game in our stadium. It's terrible, man. It is effing terrible, man. Shout out to the almost 800 in the room. Get wasted with your brother Wasted, man. Get wasted with your brother Wasted, man. Everybody's talking about Joe Milton, right? Joe Milton is a guy that, look, Joe Milton has a lot of physical ability, man. He might go to the comp. I don't think he's going to make that move like Anthony Richardson, but Joe Milton is got a lot of physical ability. He is the kind of guy that you pick when you already have like a quarterback you're not sure about. Like if we still had DC in the building, I would, and we weren't up that high, I would pick Joe Milton as a backup and kind of groom him. But in the situation we're in, we need a slam dunk. We no ifs, ands, buts, and maybes with this, man. Shout out to everybody in the room, yo. The Niners winning will be more difficult for me purposefully here in the Bay Area. Yeah, now see, bro, and I feel that. It's all subjective. That's the biggest argument this week in Raider Nation, bro. It's not about anything that's good for us. It's more so about what sucks more, the Chiefs winning or the Niners winning. And people in Northern California, it's more for them because they're like, well, damn, I know all these Niner fans. I know all these freaking people. I got to see this crap all over the place. I got to listen to them on the radio. That rivalry is real, and that rivalry is something that will never go away, right? But for people like me who do not live in California, it's the Chiefs. I hate the Chiefs. I've always hated the Chiefs. But I've hated the Chiefs back to when Christian Okoye and Barry Word was in the backfield. I've always hated the Chiefs. When Marty Schottenheimer used to say Raider Week and all of that, and Marty, bruh, let me tell you something, man. I cannot stand the Chiefs. I really cannot. And now with Kermit Mahomes there, oh my God. They make me like, so if there's any way I can watch the Queefs, get beat and he doesn't get another ring, I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. For me personally, me not being from California, bro, and me not understanding the nuance in that, I'm more of a listen, I would want to see the Chiefs lose. But if there was a way both of them will lose, I'd be all on board for it. Look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is a shit sandwich, man, with no right answer. Whichever side of this argument you stand on, you right. Just know that. Yo, my guy, Daniel Caps Keenan, gifted Raider Nation Unlimited. Oh, man, thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to all the loyal people, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Thinking the Super Bowl is motivation for the Raiders to say never again in our house. Raider Chris, that's how I'm feeling. I feel like, Mark Davis, Antonio Pierce, Max Crosby, everybody from pillar to post, from the person in the parking lot, from the person that's cleaning the bathrooms, to the person at the concession stand that's in a Raider organization should take this wholly personal. This should be something that motivates the whole entire organization forevermore. This should never, ever happen again. We need to make sure that we are at the table and we control the narrative here. I'm getting tired of us having to eat a shit sandwich every year. I'm sick of it. Effing sick of it, man. Deontay Wilder, man, my dog. I know nobody wants to hear this, but Mac, bring this monster back. Add him to this defense and watch KC fall. I'm shouting it from the mountaintop. Deontay Wilder, it all depends on, it's a few things. Does Khalil Mack want to come back? How much does Khalil Mack want at this stage of his career? Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to fall back into the old Raider way of us getting nostalgic over a player and getting him on the way down and paying him like he's on the way up. And that's the thing about Khalil Mack. You never know when Khalil Mack's ceiling is going to fall. Now, I liken this to the Von Miller situation when Von Miller didn't have as robust of a market as people thought. He was brought on. He did well in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, Khalil Mack's skills travel into his older age, man. Black Sunday. He said, I'm from the Bay and I still hate the Chiefs more. I care more about the division rivalries than the fan banter. Shout out to you. But like I said, it's no wrong answer. That's a personal preference, bro. You can't get mad at somebody who hate the 49ers more. Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. My brother Daniel Caps Keenan, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Always supporting this channel, man. Always supporting everything we do over here. I got to give that man a round of applause, man. Shout out to you, bro. Yo, my guy. That's real. Yo, like real shit. That's real love, man. I really, really appreciate y'all, man. This is amazing what you guys have done today, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, man. Her face. Dookie Particles. Yes, sir. I'm putting cheese on my shit sandwich, though. Washing that bad boy down with Kool-Aid every effing year, bro. And it's getting hard to sell that to Raider Nation, bro. Like, yo, watching this, us getting a pie in our face, bro. I think, I think that the leverage and us being pragmatic as fans, I think that's out the window at this point. That's out the window at this point. My guy Salvatore Bruno was in a place, man. Wasted is on the get off my lawn game. That's right, man. Get off my lawn game. You a part of it, my brother. Shout out to you, man. Ben Bad says, have another pickled egg. Shout out to Ben Bad, yo. Yo, I hate the Chiefs infinitely more. I grew up liking the Niners because of Jerry Rice. Shout out to you, Chili Pepper. Shout out to you, man. Bark Beavis, love what you do, Waste. Appreciate you, dog. Thank you. I love the fact that y'all are here with rocking with us, man. I appreciate it. It means a lot, man. That's right, yo. Ben Bad with the pickled eggs. The F Ben Bad. God! Wow! I never met a person who actually liked those things. Terrible. That's right, Allison. Us OG Raider, good, us old guys, Raiders. That's right. To get off my lawn game. That's exactly what it is. And shout out to the Get Off My Lawn game. I'm telling y'all, go over there, minavoda.com. Yo, I'm an ambassador. Go over there, 30% off. Use the wasted code. Go get you some energy, y'all. Go support that strength, man. I just got to clear this up for everybody. Shout out to my guy, Black Sunday. But Allegiant has UNLV's locker rooms for other teams to use. The Raider locker room is built only for them. Yo, shout out to you, my brother, because let me tell you something. I'm going to be pissed off if anybody goes in our damn locker room and celebrates, man. I'm telling you right now, man. I couldn't stomach it, man. My guy, Urban Hunt. Yo, so look. You know, I gotta figure this out here, bro. So let me ask y'all a question, yo. What's worse? The 49ers winning? Put a 1 in the chat if it's worse for the 49ers to win. Put a 2 in the chat if it's worse for Kansas City to win. I'm going full Mitchell Rins right here. Shout out to Mitch. What is worse, yo? My guy, AC Raider Nation. Hondo says, we have a secret candidate for OC. You think it could be Hugh Jackson? He knows AP from ASU and was a great play caller 2010. He can use Jacobs like DMC in them zone runs. No, I don't think it's Hugh Jackson. I think that for you to bring a guy who hasn't really been viable in the last like few years and got fired from Grambling, bro, that ain't the guy. I mean, shout out to Hugh Jackson. I love when Hugh Jackson was our coach. I got a lot of respect for Hugh Jackson. I just think that I want to see innovation. I don't want to see us take a look and a step back. I want the Raiders to go out there and get the young, hot candidate. That's what I want. Then y'all are running, man, what the hell? 2. Somebody said 3, you adding. 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it's the Queefs by landslide. It's the Queefs by landslide, y'all. My guy Fredo, he said, this game hurts more living in Vegas. I got to see the BS everywhere, man. Yeah, I know, bro. Yo, stand strong for all my fans that's in the Bay Area and in Vegas, man. Stand strong, bro. Yo, this man, Jose, who you're at us, is a damn genius, bro. He goes, I'm doing a Niners/Queefs haters Super Bowl party. Yo, just call me Buck Nasty. Call me Buck Nasty, my guy. Intel, you might be right. That is another name I was high on. Frank Reich. It could be Frank Reich. You know, I got to poke around and see, man, what people are saying, man, behind the scenes, man. If they hire Hugh Jackson, I'll be mad as hell. I don't see that. I don't either, bro. I don't see the brain trust of the Raiders feeling like that's a smart move, yo. I just don't want to see Adam Gase. Now, that is the guy that I am worried about. I don't want to see us go backwards, go forward. Like, and I feel like what they're going to do is they're going to try to outfit Antonio Pierce with all of these older coaches that have head coaching experience to kind of insulate him from certain mistakes. But you got to let him cook. Like, don't handcuff him by putting a guy that's not innovative in that seat. Now, Tom Telesco is something that I've been able to digest the Tom Telesco move. I get it. I understand it. Bringing in an Adam Gase and a guy who's been around the league as much as Adam Gase and has had as much failure as Adam Gase, to me, you can't. That's like bringing in Norv. He's the Norv Turner of this era. Man. Yeah, man. But yeah. So at least Mark Davis is getting some share of revenue for the Super Bowl. I guess that's one positive. Yeah, that's a positive for Mark Davis. Definitely ain't no positive for us. I mean, give me a damn break, man. Yo, it's tough for me because I live in the Bay Area. I have to deal with all these bandwagon, fake-ass 49er fans. But I'm sick and tired of Kansas City. I'm not watching. Me neither, y'all. So look, man, Wasted Talent is going to give you guys something. I'm going to give you guys some advice, man. Chat, I want you guys to let everybody know all of the terrible things that you would rather do besides watch this damn Super Bowl. I'm going to be honest with you, man. My guy, Frank Reich and Drake May, Herbert and Stinkin. Man, Stinkin is a disciple of Frank Reich. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. And guys, I'm hearing that Jim Harbaugh is not going to bring Ed Dodd on as the GM too. I'm a little surprised. I wonder what happened in the hiring process that Ed Dodd didn't really get that look, man. My guy, Martin, I'd rather pickle some eggs. Shout out to Martin. Martin, I'm surprised you don't like pickled eggs, man. You from way across the pond, man. Chip, cheerio. Yeah, I'd be cool with Frank Reich, bro. I would be. Look, because for me, my metric for our offensive coordinator has always been a guy who, preferably a guy who's had head coaching experience. I like that because I think that the coordinators that we have on this team have to be de facto head coaches in training, bro. That's what I feel. I feel like, Patrick Graham is de facto head coach in training. You know what I mean? And then Antonio Pierce can step in and fine tune what they got going on, and he could just be the head coach of the team. I would love it, man. Yo, I need to put my phone on airplane mode. My guy, Big Mike Rader. I'd rather chug a Slurpee and give myself a brain freeze for the entirety of the Super Bowl. Yo, you are tweaking, bro. Harry from Michigan, you are about to be unceremoniously blocked. No such effing thing. Get the F out of here. Yeah, don't cook my boy Hammer, bro. Shout out to my dog Hammer, yo. Shit, I'd rather watch Old Nuns of the Wet. Oh, God. Bruh. Yo, listen, wash your mouth out with soap, damn it. Wash your mouth out with soap. What the F are you doing, man? Yo, I'd rather listen to Chandler Jones' song, Bill Belichick. Yo, listen, Chandler is cooked, bro. Chandler Jones, if you out there, bro, come on the Graph Oasis show, bro. I'm going to reach out to Chandler Jones. I want to get an interview with him. I don't know why. He just seems like an interesting damn guy to talk to, man. Jim Horowitz, the former the Ravens director of player personnel, might be the GM, and I'm hearing that too. So Jim Harbaugh's making a big swing coming out the gate, man. Waste it. Who is your veteran QB option? My favorite veteran QB option is Russell Wilson. I've said that numerous times, yo. Russell Wilson has played at the highest level. Kirk Cousins and him, people are talking about Russell's old and stuff. I'm like, people forget Kirk Cousins and Russell Wilson came out the same draft. Russell Wilson would be my guy. And the fact that he played for the Broncos and him having an axe to grind with the Broncos and us, I think we will probably retain ownership over the Broncos forevermore. I'll be honest with you. Shout out to my guy, Raider Ribs in the place, man. Wait, oh, man, come on, bro. Raider Ribs, you tweaking, bro. Why did I bring that up, man? Yeah, Russ was having a great year. Man. So, like, look, I would rather us draft a quarterback if I'm being honest. I really think that the Raiders have done themselves a disservice over, the last 30 years. Al was always a guy who would go get a guy who was a veteran and try to rehab him and, bring him in. He did that with Plunkett. I mean, that's what Al did. He didn't really draft a lot of quarterbacks. I would like to see us draft quarterbacks, man. Shout out to my guy, Jeff Cedric. He said, love your work from Australia, man. Appreciate you for pulling up all the way from way across the world, man. Shout out to you, man. Thank you, brother. Abstract Raider. I would rather watch a marathon of Little House on the Prairie. Yo, you are a sick man, brother. Woo, that was the most boring show in the world, man. You know what, too? Let me amend that, too. I see, when I look at Justin Fields, he's so young. I don't look at him as a veteran, but he is a vet. So Justin Fields will be the guy, right? But I'm talking about, if you're talking about an older guy like him, Kirk Cousins, that kind of thing, it'd be Russ. But definitely Justin Fields over Russell Wilson. I'm tweaking, man. The flying wonderful Lee Zadell is in the place. I'm sick to my stomach, wasted. I hate the Super Bowl, but I am definitely not wanting to see the Niners win. It's a big deal with Cali folks, and the rivalry is fatal. Serious is Bloods and Crips. Yeah, listen, and that's the thing people don't understand. It's a reason why we weren't able to play them, for a couple of years in preseason, because it's bloodshed when we play them, man. Shit is crazy, man. My guy Paul Edgerton from way across the pond, Chip Cheerio. I'd rather resign Antonio Brown and watch the Super Bowl. Oh my God, I'd rather listen to AB's album. Listen, bro, it's unbelievable, yeah. Hot Beavers. Phil hasn't shown accuracy for 3 games in a row yet, and that's a fact. Thing about it is with Justin Fields, man, there's so much to work with. He's so physically gifted. It's almost like drafting a young kid and working with him. You know what I'm saying? You just start off on second base with him. Pause. My guy saying Raylan, I'd rather play Minesweeper on old Windows computer for 3 hours than watch the Super Bowl. That might be kind of fire, bro. Minesweeper was kind of the shit, bro. I'd rather watch Richard Simmons work out like a Harry Potter. Oh, Yeti is strange. What the F is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, bro? Man.
Angry man, what you doing here? Man, sit your ass down.
Oh my God. What's wrong with you, Yeti? Oh my God, man. Said, what's Gru gonna be doing at the Super Bowl? I don't know, man. He might be writing another email. LV Maximus is wild. I am not pulling that up, yo. Yo, I'd rather walk through a sewer in socks with all cuts all over. Oh no, you going full Hep C. What's wrong with you? My guy Intel. I would rather listen to an AB, Waller, and Chandler mixtape, bro. That is the holy trinity of trash rap. Oh my God, man. You guys are sick people, man. I'd rather listen to Bill Belichick narrate a Brady documentary. Yeah. Yes. Time was good. Y'all are bugging, yo. Y'all are tweaking, yo. Bronx Raider. I'd rather watch the Lord of the Rings extended trilogy during the Super Bowl. That's a fact, bro. I've never seen Lord of the Rings. I've never seen it before. I guess I got to check it out. Yo, shout out to all of y'all, man. This has turned into a comic relief. Yes, it has, yo. Yes, because, yo, you got to laugh to keep from crying, bro. You got to laugh to keep from crying, bro. Listen, man, at the end of the day, man, you got to laugh to keep from crying, bro. We got to bring the spirits of the nation back up, man. That's why I did this, man. You know, like, bro, bro, man, when I saw how this game went yesterday, bro, when I saw the results of who was going to be in the Super Bowl, man, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm still not over it. I'm still not over it, bro. And I'm definitely not watching, like, and all jokes to the side, I'm definitely not watching the Super Bowl. I can't. I don't even give a shit who wins. I don't care, bro. But what I will tell you this, the Raiders and the brass of the Raiders need to wake the F up. It is time, bro. It's time for us to do our thing, bro. That's enough, man. At the beginning of the year, there were 2 teams you picked not to be in the Super Bowl. These will be the 2 teams. Damn shame. That's a damn fact. Shout out to my brother Stevie Ray for sprinkling, a 10-piece on us, man. Keeping the lights on here at Raider Nation Unlimited. Hey, Wasted. What OC you think can unlock Fields' talent? I personally think Kliff Kingsbury would be the guy. I think the air raid is perfect for Justin Fields' skill set. I think it would be Kliff Kingsbury. Real rap. If you like Fields, who you like for his OC? I just answered that, Hoppy. Kliff Kingsbury. Man, my man full, he wilding, man. He said, I'd rather vote for Biden than watch the Super Bowl. Shout out to Sam. Hey, man, hold on. My guy, Andy's in the place, man. Got to get a mobile QB. You don't get to the big game anymore without it. But the thing is, do you win the big game? Right? So, look, and I'm going to say this on the way out, yo. How disappointed would you guys be if we didn't take a quarterback and we roll with Aiden O'Connell next year? On a scale of 1 to 10, how disappointed would you guys be? Let me know in the chat, man. Let me know in the chat, man. How disappointed would you guys be, man? My guy, Sean Keita, football is simple. If I can get to your QB with 4 and cover 7, I'm kicking your ass. If I can pass block with 5 and have 5 pass options, I'm throwing it all over the yard, no matter who's the QB. And that's a fact, bro. People try to complicate a simple game at times, man. My guy, Robert Gonzalez, we bugging. We all know the Super Bowl is about the vibe when we're not in it. Halftime, we tore down by the halftime show, man. Bro, I don't care, Robert Gonzalez. The vibes, whatever. The vibes can be immaculate. I ain't watching it. I'm not watching it. F the Super Bowl, F Usher, F whoever that F is performing, F them. I am not watching that crap. The F out of here, yo. 10. Somebody else on the other side of the pen. He goes, I'd rather watch the Super Bowl than vote for Trump. Shout out to y'all. Clifford Jordan. I wouldn't just put the Chiefs' name on the trophy just yet. Just like you don't know everything else for the next season, don't mean that Kansas City is assured to lock in the win, bro. Listen, Clifford Jordan, it's like money in the bank. And the money that the NFL dishes out got Patrick Mahomes' face on it, brother. That's all I'm saying, bro. My brother Andy to place 10. They said Andy rather take his dog to the bet than watch the Super Bowl. And I'm holding and release. My God. Why are people so melodramatic about Russ fitting in? Y'all may be a weirdo, but he can still play, still throws a good deep ball, still mobile. Y'all act like he's freaking Jeff. Like, bro, people don't understand the fact that it's people, places, and things. I'm sure Russell Wilson has been humbled. I don't think Russell Wilson comes here and pulls some of the shit he did, where he was at. I think this situation has definitely humbled Russell Wilson. I'm going to be honest with you. And for me, listen, being a mobile quarterback and being a running quarterback are two different things. A mobile quarterback is a guy like Patrick Mahomes, where he can get out of trouble. He can extend plays with his feet. He can extend plays with his feet through his arm by getting outside of the pocket, breaking contain, and throwing the football down the field. That is a mobile quarterback. A running quarterback is more like a Justin Fields. Justin Fields, probably 60% of his greatness comes from him taking off and running the football. So it's a difference. So if I'm being honest, I want a mobile quarterback more so than a running quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Because a running quarterback, I have you in a situation where, like Lamar Jackson, when you get a stacked box and a spy, Lamar Jackson isn't as dynamic as he has been. You know what I'm saying? I heard KC will be in our building for a week. Yes, they will. They won't van. They know what time it is. They know what time. They're going to have to deal with Max. My guy, Big Mike Rader. Yes, we're setting record numbers for the Puppy Bowl this year, y'all. You damn right. We will be over at the Puppy Bowl in full force in anything MTV has going on. The only reason anyone has anything negative to say about Wilson is because of the comments Marshawn Lynch made during the Shannon Sharp interview. But if they listen clearly, he said he rocked with him as a QB. Bro, I just think that people have this narrative that they get fed and they don't know how to kind of steer clear of that narrative. You got to look at the facts. The facts is Russell Wilson has been a phenomenal quarterback throughout his career. Russell Wilson has been one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. I don't think that's changed. So if I'm being honest, if we can do a lot better than Russell Wilson. I'll put it to you that way. My brother Andy. However you look at Jaden Daniels, that's who gets my vote. Nah, that's a fact. Jaden Daniels is a guy that has the ability to be a thrower of the football first. You know what I'm saying? Jaden Daniels has he has a great arm. I love Jaden Daniels. He's rangy. He's tall. He looks the part as an athlete. Only thing Jaden Daniels needs to do is just bulk up a little bit, put a little bit of muscle on. He'll be good to go. That's right. The Puppy Bowl on Big Mike Raiders channel. That's right. We're going to do a simulcast of the Puppy Bowl, man. But yeah, guys. Oh, my guy. Chris Raiders with the $5 holler, man. Appreciate you, dog. I need a moment of silence. My wife for 20 years is a big San Francisco fan and wants my 75-inch TV to watch the game. Hell to the no. Yo, everybody, please, for our brother Chris for Raiders, man, give this man a moment of silence, man. Chris, man, my heart goes out to you, my brother, that you have to watch that filth in your home, bro. I'm be honest with you. I would break the damn TV, man. Prayers, man. And that's a fact, Chewy. I would definitely like for me, it's about what's going on up here first, right? The physical attributes can be what they are, but to have a genetic freak quarterback that has a $2 brain and a $1 million arm is not what we need. And that's really why, like, bro, this year, my opinion has been changing because it is so many viable prospects, man. Like, I wouldn't be mad if we wound up with Bo Nix. There's a couple, like, this is the first time I can remember in my life where if I wound up with one of 4 guys in this draft, I wouldn't be mad about it. 5. I wouldn't be mad about Drake May. I wouldn't be mad about Caleb Williams. I wouldn't be mad about Jaden Daniels. I wouldn't be mad about Penix or Bo Nix. I really would not. Now, it all depends on where they get picked. Now, if you move all the way up to number 1 and you take Bo Nix, I'm a little pissed. The filth, floor, and filth. You're damn right. Shout out to Dr. Cosby, man. Dylon. Y'all stupid, yo. Cali OG. What if AOC win the QB job outright? What if? Then that's a great problem to have. But I don't think that you can go in the next season not challenging him. And I don't think you can go in the next season not doing the best you can to get the freaking quarterback that you need. Like, real rap, I don't think you can go into this saying that Aiden O'Connell is your guy going forward. You gotta have a competition, bro. You got to draft. I feel like until you locate the quarterback, you got to draft a quarterback then every year. And it depends on what scenario you're in. And in this situation, the Raiders should take a quarterback. And F out of here, Chris. LOL. Dream scenario. Kingsbury, Wilson, Daniels. I can rock with that. I can definitely rock with that. Joe Milton in the later rounds if we can't move up. I can see that. But, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I don't want that big of a project in the situation that we're in. We need to go and strive for excellence. And I'm going to tell you guys something. What you guys are seeing in real time with the Kansas City Chiefs is the fact that they were able to take the road less travel and they moved up and swapped with Buffalo and they took this guy. And now we got to deal with it for the next 15 years. And we need to do everything we can as an organization to go out there and try to get the best quarterback possible. Because let me tell you something. It's going to be a long, dark road having to deal with Mr. Mahomes for the rest of his career. You need somebody who can kind of be a foil to him. And I'm telling y'all that right now. But y'all, listen, man, we've been going for an hour and almost 15 minutes, man. I think we're going to pull the train into the train station, man. Y'all have a wonderful night. We might be having a big guest on tomorrow. I'm going to confirm with him. And tomorrow, Graph and Wasted will be rocking. You are now rocking with the Beast of the East. Your man Wasted Talent, man. Y'all have a wonderful night. I'm about to go eat dinner with the family, man. You guys have a great rest of your night. F the 49ers. F the Queefs. You know what I'm saying? This was a wonderful support group for a broken nation today. But let me tell y'all something. We're going to be back at y'all all week with content, man. So pull up whenever we on, man. Love all of y'all. Y'all have a great, great night, man. We are out of here. Raider Nation Unlimited. Wasted Talent. Like you already know, I always say.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Be honest with you. Yesterday, the price was a lot higher, man. The price is lower in Raider Nation right now, man, because these bastards are, God, man. Man, F the Chiefs. That's all I got to say to end the show, man. F them, man. And F the Niners, man. Y'all have a great night. Peace.